Ego. This word may look small and simple, but in reality, it's just as dangerous as it is powerful. If you ask me, what's the most powerful force in this entire universe? My answer will be ego. It's something that can make a person do absolutely anything. From ending your poverty forever to cutting ties with a backstabbing friend. From silencing judgmental relatives to becoming the most successful person in your entire bloodline. From building a great physique to completely transforming your personality. Your ego can push you to achieve dreams far bigger than you ever imagined. If you learn to direct your ego in the right way, you could do anything. And I repeat, anything. But to do that, you must first decode your ego completely, which is exactly what I'm going to show you in this video, step by step. So don't miss even a single step. To decode ego, the first thing you need to understand is what ego actually is. Ego. Ego simply means self-respect. It's a part of everyone's life, and it can arise in any situation. When someone ignores your value, when someone mocks your love, when your own family underestimates you, or when a close friend breaks your trust. And that's why the world has labeled it as a negative word. But remember, negative can be far more powerful than positive. A person in stress can take their own life, yet in good times, they can't even handle a small wound. Ego is the same. It's a form of negative energy, but it holds incredible strength. So here's the question. If negative energy is so powerful, can we not use that same energy to build ourselves and achieve success? The answer is yes. But for that, you must first understand both the positive side and the negative side of ego. And before we explore the positive side, you need to understand the negative side of ego. Have you ever noticed what happens when your ego gets hurt? You stop living to grow, you start living to win. Not for yourself, but to prove something to the world. Ego blinds you. You refuse to believe you could ever be wrong. Advice feels like an insult. Suggestions feel like someone is trying to put you down. You start thinking everyone is against you. Your friend might want to talk to you, but your ego whispers, if I message first, I'll look small. Think about it. Ego gets triggered over the smallest things. It can even take away your ability to send a simple text. One text, one apology. But because of ego, it never happens. And silently, a relationship, a chance, or an opportunity slips away. The truth is, ego brings more failure than success. It steals your right to learn. It convinces you that you already know everything. And that thought alone can stop your life from moving forward. Ego can trap you in a world where it's only you. No connections, no relationships, just your own voice echoing back, cut off from everyone else. And the harsh truth is, you might win in ego, but you lose in life. But ego isn't always bad. If ego can destroy you, it can also build you. When the world tries to put you down, your ego reminds you, I'm not as small as they think I am. When everyone says, you can't do it, that same ego rises from within and says, watch me. Ego can become the fuel that keeps you going, even when you're tired, even when motivation is gone. It's the spark that lights a fire in you, the fire that refuses to die. This is the ego that gives you an identity. That tells you, I matter. I am worthy of my dreams. When someone tries to break your self-respect, your ego becomes your shield. It says, I know my worth, and I am not defined by anyone's words. Ego challenges you to become better, because you don't want anyone to surpass you. That same ego pushes you every single day to learn, to grow, to fight. Controlling your ego means understanding yourself, watching your own reactions, and before every victory, asking yourself, am I truly learning, or am I just showing off? The first step is acceptance. Acknowledge that you have an ego. Everyone does. The difference comes when you control it, instead of letting it control you. For example, someone calls you out in public. Your first reaction might be, "Who are you to talk to me like that?" But if you pause and think, "Is this person actually right?" That's when you start taking control over your ego. The second way to control your ego is learning mindset. In every situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Ego says, I already know everything. But a growth mindset says, there's still more for me to learn. Until you're open to learning, ego will quietly keep killing your progress. The third rule, learn to take feedback. The people who tell you the truth are not your enemies. They're your real mirrors. Stop running away from them. Start learning from them. The fourth step, silence. Sometimes staying quiet is the biggest form of ego control. When you don't try to prove or justify yourself, your actions speak for you, and that becomes your strength. You don't need to destroy your ego. You need to change its direction. If you fight your ego, you'll get exhausted. But if you learn to guide it, it will become your energy. So in this video, we've learned ego can be your greatest enemy or your greatest power. The difference lies in, it all comes down to one thing. Do you control your ego, or does it control you? In life, your ego will be tested everywhere. When you taste success, when you face insult, when everything is falling apart, and even when you've won it all. The negative side of ego says, no one should ever put me down. The positive side says, I can bend down to learn. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, is your ego lifting you up or pulling you down? When you get the answer, that's where your real comeback begins. This is the power of ego. And now, it's in your hands. Control your ego, and you'll build a monster personality. And how exactly do you do that? I've explained it in the video on your screen. Click it, watch it, and yes, I'll see you there.